Hello. So I just was trying to get some sleep and I wasn't able to sleep because I keep thinking about my life partner who passed away in September. Yeah, right around the beginning of September. Anyway, so grief. And when it comes to grief, we all know it's going to be different for everybody. I don't know if we all know that. I'm assuming we all know that. But I mean, I've been told that and that it's normal for me to not feel like I'm grieving or not have grief all at once, but sort of randomly popping up. And that is what is happening. Like, I really have been going through a lot that I just haven't been able to really sit down and grieve because I have to uproot my entire life. So I'm not just grieving the loss of my life partner, I am also grieving the loss of basically my entire life because I live in this house where he lived and he paid for everything. And regardless of the fact that it was foolish of me, I have chosen always to try to live without using money. And I came here to live with this man. And because he had a lot of money, I didn't want him to feel that that's what I was here for. And I just kept telling him, don't be putting me on your financials. I don't want you to give me a credit card. I don't want you to put me on your house payments or anything. Just keep me off of everything because I'm not here for your money. And then when he was having pain, which I'm thinking he didn't tell me about for a long time, because I did notice he was losing weight, but he kept saying he was on a diet, that he wanted to be fit. So I just let it go. And then he was apparently hiding his pain, taking pain meds or whatever for a while before December of last year. And he went to Africa for a vacation, even though he was in extreme pain at that point. And me and a friend of his, at least one friend of his, had told him to go to the doctor, but he wanted to man up and be macho. He kept saying he didn't need to go, that it was just his back problem. And when he came back from his vacation, which was probably a full 2 weeks, he went to a doctor who did say that it was a herniated disc. So for 2 more weeks, nobody even knew that there was any cancer at all. And it took at least 2 more weeks for them. So the man had cancer and nobody knew for so long. And I am laying here trying to sleep, and all my brain wants to do is think about, like, could I have made him go to the doctor sooner? Was I not seeing something? Should I have been more active in bothering him about going? Like, at the same time, he and I had become sort of separate in a way because I had cancer and had been cured, but it left me debilitated. So I couldn't be the sort of wife person in a lot of ways. And I had my own bedroom and he slept in his bedroom, and there was an understanding there that I would take care of the house and the cats and all the practical matters, but he could do whatever because I couldn't really be fully his life partner anymore in the physical sense. And now I'm thinking that maybe that was part of the problem, that I didn't see he was in need because I was separated from him in that way. But anyway, I can't change it now and I need sleep. So I'm doing this live stream sort of as a cathartic measure, hoping that it will help me in my grief journey, as well as helping to inform anyone that might be having a similar problem that they should know. And if you are watching and you are having a similar issue or facing an upcoming issue like this, you should know it is normal. It is fully normal for you to not always be able to grieve in a timeline or, in an organized way. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be painful and it's going to be random. I'm going to cry when I cry and I can't plan ahead for that. It's just how grief is. So if you have any questions about my grief journey, or you would just like to share your own journey experience, please go ahead and post a comment. I really only am doing this to, like I said, help anybody that might need to just hear that it's okay for it to feel abnormal. It's really not abnormal. And you're okay. I know it's hard. Grief is so hard. And I can tell you that it's easier to deal with it if you can share it. But I do spend quite a lot of time alone here. Sometimes I'll be alone here for days and not have any contact with anybody other than the internet. So it's, very difficult for me. All right. Well, I can't really think of anything else to say right now about it, but I am putting my heart out there for you all. And if anybody wants to make any kind of statement, I'm happy to read your comments and reply to them. Thank you so much for watching, and you all have a great day.